Hello everybody, this is Alex Osowski, Team Relations from CoachMePlus, here on Wednesday, April 25th, here to walk you through some of the new features, some of the product features as well, and answer any questions you may have. New features we have today is the periodization view within the Program Builder. We're going to go through the exercise set history, the ability to see back more than 5 exercises, and then also a quick create exercise, so you can do that through the app, through the desktop, whatever it might be. We're going to cover that as well. In product review, we're going to go over load management, and in all of your packages in readiness and performance as well as elite, you have access to create a questionnaire with RPE, load, and duration. With this, we're going to create 3 visuals, and that's going to be pretty cool on both a group and individual basis. So to start off, we're going to go right into that new features section. So like I mentioned, periodization, additional exercise set history, and quick create exercise, all features within the Program Builder that makes your life much easier. So with the periodization, first thing we're going to do is we're going to go straight into the Program Builder. And right here is you can go either way. You can go athletes or you can go in the library itself. We're actually going to go into the athletes section to start. So you select that, select the program and the athlete that you want to see. So I'm going to select William right here. Here's his juniors and seniors program. He's in high school. So we're going to select that. And then we're going to see his list of program days here. So he has a bunch of different days. And then this icon right up here, this little graph says View Periodization. We're going to select that, and then you can actually see the periodization that William is going to have for his program. So as soon as that loads up, you're going to see 3 things. You're going to see volume, volume load, and intensity. So you have volume, of course, the number of sets you have, or the reps you have, and then you have the volume load, so sets times reps times weight, and then you have the average intensity of the sets you're working with. So the cool part about this is I can actually go in, I can select the second week in April here, and it'll bring that program week directly up right underneath, so I can go in and edit any day I'd like. So if I select that, it's going to bring it right on up as soon as it loads here, and then you'll be able to edit and adjust the days as needed based on the program periodization. So I see it's right here, we're on week 2, it's a little bit highlighted, and then it brings it down and breaks down day by day. So for example, if I wanted to go in and edit Wednesday, I can select that and I can customize it just for that athlete, and it'll take me right to that program day that I wanted based off of the periodization. So after that, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the additional exercise set history. So if I move over into the app view right here, what we're going to do is we're going to actually start a workout. And of course, I'm a coach right here, but we're going to start a workout just for me. I'm going to add an exercise in, whatever it might be. Say it's ABC dumbbell row, 1 by 1, whatever it might be. And I'm going to save that. So anytime you're programming, you can, of course, add as many exercises as you'd like with any videos and attachments, anything like that. But when your athletes are actually going through and doing this, and this is on mobile and on the desktop version, they'll be able to see exactly what they have to do. Okay, they completed it today. But then up here in the upper right, you can actually have the exercise set history. So right here, you can see that I completed one just now on Wednesday, April 25th. And then you can see a list of values previous as well. As soon as it loads those up, you can of course load more. If you have an extensive history of just this exercise, you can load as many as you'd like right inside the Program Builder for your athletes to be able to access. The third and final new feature that CoachMePlus has put out is, again, right in this app view, available on desktop and on mobile, is the quick create exercise. So you have a bunch of different options over here on the left. What we're going to do is we're going to select create exercise, and then it'll take us right to the create exercise screen. So if I just wanted to do a dumbbell row similar to what we just added, I can throw that right in there. I can set my sets and reps, so maybe it's 2 by 10. I can add whatever attachment. This is really easy if it's on your mobile device. If you have the video right in your library, you can select the attachment, pull it right from there. You can leave any notes, tags, anything like that, whatever it is. So dumbbell row, it's going to be weighted. and we're going to hit save. So it says exercise saved, it tells you what your exercise is, and you can quick create a bunch of different exercises right in a row. This will save you a lot of time in navigating and adding exercises as you go. You can just quick create them, attach whatever videos, and get rolling in programming. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to walk through the product a little bit with the product review. So like I mentioned, we're going to go through load management. So load management, you have an RPE questionnaire in your readiness and performance packages, as well as any custom questionnaire in your elite package. So this has a session rating and a session duration. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a few different visuals based off of those two metrics that can become a powerful load management tool. So when we do that, and I'm here at the home screen, what we're going to do is I'm going to actually show you the questionnaire right now. So you have questionnaires. Let's go to our responses. I know we have a bunch of different athletes completing my questionnaires right here. So maybe we check out Robert. Let's see his results for the questionnaire. So we hit show, and we can see exactly how he responded to his questionnaire. So he has his moderate rating and his session duration right here. So that's the workload RPE questionnaire right inside the packages. So with that, what we're going to do is we're going to create 3 visuals. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to select build visualization. It's right inside the settings menu. This allows you to do a lot of different things with every single data point that you keep in the system. So we're going to go straight to dashboard right here, and we're going to create a new dashboard. So let's call this daily RPE rating just so we can see that over time. So we have an aggregate so we can put it on both the individual and group dashboard, as we can see right here. I have my dashboard name. What are we going to look at? Time period. I have day, week, month, year. I'm just going to look at the past 14 days, for example. I can hide empty time periods so there's no gap in between any of them. I can show you dates with only a filter, whatever it might be. We're going to leave the filter alone for the moment, and what we're going to do is we're going to actually pull that field. So right here, you're going to add a new chart plot, and all the way at the bottom of this drop-down menu is you're going to see your questionnaire. So I have my readiness survey and my workload survey as well. So I have my session rating right here. How hard was today's session for you? I have my per athlete value. I'm going to select average, and I'm going to put this on the group as well. So I want to look at the group's average as well. I'm going to do that. So I can choose what plot type I want. We're going to leave this at column, and maybe we want to throw in a linear trend line to this as well. So we're going to hit save, and it's going to save that right away. So the second visual we're going to create is an RPE monotony and strain dashboard. And this is a really cool visual. If we go down here, we're going to see it right in here. RPE monotony and strain history dashboard. We're going to select that. We're going to give the RPE field, so session, okay. SRPE field, how hard was today's session, and duration, how long was today's session. We're going to add both those right in. I'm going to leave it my default number of weeks, 7, and then I'm going to count my empty days as rest days. So I have that. I'm going to go down here, I'm going to select save, and I've successfully created my second visual. And then third, lastly, and of course most powerful, is the RPE TSB, your training stress balance, your acute to chronic ratio dashboard. However you'd like to refer to it as. You have a name right here. We're going to go all the way down to the RPE Training Stress Balance History Dashboard. So we go right in there, and we have all our fields again. So we're going to put in our rating RPE field. We're going to put in our duration RPE field. Number of days to display, I'm going to change that to 28. And then I have my acute and my chronic load sums. So by default, it's set to the typical 7 to 28 day acute to chronic ratio. Of course, this can be changed to anything you'd like. Maybe you want to have a 3 to 7 day, whatever it might be. You can do that, and you can change those accordingly. And then if you want to include the current day and the acute to chronic, that's completely up to you. But the key part here is your thresholds. So you're thinking about all the different ratios that you can come up with. What we're going to do is we're going to go with a pretty standard set. So anything greater than or equal to, and I like to have a low number here just to keep it pretty standard. So we're going to have that blue. and then your green zone. So where we want our guys to be, we're going to put it in green. So I have 0.8, and I want to go 0.8 to 1.3 is going to be that green zone. So I'm going to leave that greater than or equal to, remember, is going to be 0.8, greater than or equal to, all the way up to 1.3. I'm going to flag that yellow on the dashboard, and then to 1.4 and greater is going to be my red zone. So I don't want any of my athletes going higher than that. Maybe into the 1.3 to 1.4 range every once in a while, but never really into that 1.4 unless absolutely necessary. So of course, when you're talking about load management, when you start getting higher, the 1.3, you increase your chance for soft tissue injury, and then 1.4 and greater even more so. So we're going to save that, and I have my save successfully prompt right here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go into my dashboard layouts and drop that right in. So I actually already set one up. I'm going to go into load management. So we had our daily rating one. I'm going to put that full width and hit add. I'm going to go to monotony and strain one, full width, and hit add. And then my RPE TSB that I just created, full width, select add, and I can see them all right here, and I can change the title, move them around if I want to. Whatever I want to do, I can do that right here. I'm going to hit save, and it saves it. I already assigned this to my dashboard layout, so we're going to go right into Athlete Central and check out what we've done. So we can go in here. I have my demo group, and like we saw Robert Lane here, we have our set of visuals that are right in here. So here's our default dashboard, and of course you can have multiple tabs here. This is just the basic one. And then I created this load management one, and we're going to select that, and then we're going to see the exact visuals that we created previously. So here we go. If we want to look at the balance, the acute to chronic ratio, you have it showing up right here, as you can see. So of course you can toggle these on or off as needed. So up to here, he's been overloaded, and then he's been good to go around here. So we have the RPE training stress balance one that we created with the acute to chronic ratio. Of course, the thresholds are all right there, right on the axes right here. You can see all the background colors as well as the plots themselves. So you can see the acute and chronic actual loads. You can see the daily loads. So you might have whatever it might be going along the line here. So 600 right here. So you have that TSB one. Your daily RPE rating, you can see each day. So you're looking, okay, how hard was the session for you? Okay, I'm trending downward. I might have had a couple rest days in here, but I can see that exact RPE rating that we created in the first place. And then lastly, you have your monotony and strain. So of course you have your week total, so the 25th, the week of the 1st, the week of the 8th, and so on. You have your strain and your monotony, and also the average daily load. The cool part about what we just set up is these three dashboards can be printed on the individual and group basis. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually go into the group dashboard here. And of course, we have our first layout here where we have a bunch of different ones. But we're going to go over to load management, the new layout I created. So now you have the whole team's RPE training stress balance right here, and you can see how that progresses over time. You have the daily RPE rating, so you're looking at the average of the session rating for your athletes, so it's trending slightly downward here. And then you have monotony and strain of the full team. So those are just a few different visuals on how to work with load management within the CoachMePlus system here. And now I'm going to open up the question and answer section.